A long time.
A long time. Technically, though.
46 years.
46 years. She's been putting up with me for 46 years. Good morning and welcome to the farm. Well, today is my birthday and I thought I would do a coffee chat with my lifelong childhood BFF, Debbie. She is down in Tennessee and I'm up here in Iowa. And I was watching the other day, I was watching Miss Katie on Heritage Ways. She was having a coffee time with her friend in Tennessee, Sis. Sis is from Family Farm Heritage and they were having this really great coffee chat. So I thought I would have my laptop here. I would try to pull up my BFF and I thought we would do a coffee chat. I think it's through Zoom. I don't know how to use it. So give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can pull her up. Are you there? Hello? Not working. Let me give it another try. Can you hear me? I like spending my birthdays with her. It's difficult though if I can't get Zoom to work.
Oh my gosh. This is way too difficult. I think I'll just have to join you here.
Hi! See, this is the way it should be. This is the way coffee chats should be.
Happy birthday, my love.
Thank you. So Debbie flew in and surprised me from Tennessee, so she's here with me. I like your jammies.
I like yours too.
Thanks. What a pair.
We always try to get together and we get matching jammies. I don't know why, but we do.
It's a girlfriend thing.
It is.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep. So we've been together how long?
Since I was 8. I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
I'm going to scooch. Oh,
You can get away from me a little bit.
you can come over.
Oh.
Because you're kind of on the edge there.
Okay.
So we thought we would have a coffee chat this morning, just like Sis and Miss Katie do. Katie did. So Sis and Katie, good morning.
Good morning.
This is for you guys. I've got my Debbie and Alicia cup.
I forgot my Debbie and Alicia cup. It's still in Tennessee.
She's not using the
So,
cup I'd rather her use, but we'll
okay.
behave ourselves.
I blew that. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not using that cup.
She's not going to use that cup. I have a cup every morning when we talk on the phone. She'll have her cup of coffee. I'll have my cup of coffee. And she'll say, I'm using our cup, because we both have cups that have our names on them for our friendship cups. And I have cups here on the farm with roosters on them, with red roosters. And I will usually say something totally inappropriate about, got a big red in my hand.
Yeah.
And
I'm not using that.
so come on, grab the big red.
Yeah, no. One of the things that's unique about our friendship is we're nothing alike. We are. We do have a lot of similarities, but she is definitely the
yin
extrovert.
to my yang.
Yeah, she's the extrovert for sure.
The cheese to my macaroni.
Yeah.
As the sign says behind me, the milk to my cookies.
Which I think is disgusting, but she likes it. So, okay.
So anyways, so it's funny because we have, after 46 years, we have a lot of stories to share. And we have different ideas about how some of those stories go. I tend to lean towards the truth.
No.
And she tends to really exaggerate and blow things out of proportion. Why? Sometimes she lies.
No.
It's true.
Anyway.
So I lied to you?
Read the comments in the future and I will let you in on what is really true and what is not. As she says things, just read down and find me, Debbie, and I will interject and go, yeah,
lies,
watch that one.
Lies. One of the stories, which is true, I will admit that this one's true.
Which one are you going to do?
When we were children, and I don't know how old I was probably 12, 13, 14.
I don't know which one. Oh, Yeah, 13, 14, I don't know, 15, I don't know.
We both grew up in this small mountain community, and her dad had built this in-ground pool, but it had a liner, and it kind of had a lip on it that was like a foot off the surface. And it was wintertime, and there was no roof yet on the enclosure for this swimming pool. So it was cold and snowy and icy and yucky. And
now the deep end, you need to know, was 6 feet, 8 feet. 8 feet, the deep end. Go ahead.
Like you can tell that where the deep end is when it's covered with snow. I don't know. Anyways, I'm very impulsive. She should have known this by now, that I am very, very impulsive.
True.
And I don't know why we were relegated out of the house. Her mother must have kicked us out for some reason. Yeah. But we were outside. We were standing around this pool. And I don't know what possessed her to do it. I don't know why she did this. But she said, or did I say?
No,
She said, let's get on this railing that goes around the pool. And it was probably maybe 6 inches wide. It was probably like a 2x6 wooden railing around the pool. She goes, let's get on the railing. And she stands up on the railing to show me she can balance. She goes, let's get on the railing and chase each other around the pool and see who can push each other in first. And I said, okay.
That isn't what I meant, obviously. I meant I be on one side, you be on the other, like when you're running around a kitchen table, and see who falls in first.
She didn't specify.
I shouldn't have had to, duh.
She said, let's see who can push each other in.
So this is what...
Okay.
And as I am going through the ice and the snow, my fingertips, you can see the mold or the algae.
The exaggeration just grows throughout the years.
No, it was awful. I am all of 5 foot right now. At that time, I was probably 4'4", 4'5". I'm a shorty. And so 8 feet is a long way down. And I went all the way down. And
she sunk like a rock.
I could still see my fingertips going through that mold and algae. But
and I'm laughing because I was victorious. I won the game.
And it was flipping cold.
And you could hear from the kitchen her mother.
Yeah, my mom, we had a kitchen window.
I was in so much trouble.
This is the good part.
So much trouble.
Yes. She got in trouble. So that was the silver lining, that she got in lots and lots of trouble from my mother, who was like her mother, so she had no problem yelling at her.
Or washing my mouth out with soap.
Washing her mouth out with soap.
Her mother did not wash her mouth out with soap. She made you bite the end of a bar of soap off. And then you could spit it out, but you had to bite it off. But she knew, she was tricky. She knew those little ridges in the back of your front teeth, they just get full of soap. And then all day like this, and then took the soap out. Oh, she was...
If you were really in trouble, she popped your mouth like that.
I never got my mouth popped because she loved me.
You should have.
But she made me bite the end of a bar of soap.
But if she was really angry, she'd make you chew it up. She'd go, chew that soup. Chew that soup.
Chew that
soap. Chew that soap up. Chew that soap. And it was in your teeth for a long time. But she did get into a lot of trouble. And I was freezing, and it was disgusting. And I think I got like a mold... bacteria, mold, virus, mold growing in my lungs. I think I was in the hospital for weeks.
Oh, yeah. See, this is where the stories keep growing. She didn't get sick at all.
I think I did.
She was not in the hospital for weeks. She didn't get sick. I got sent home.
You went home, and I was sick.
So, anyway. But fast forward. Actually, not fast forward. This is when we were a little older. Back up a little bit, a few years. And she was going to come spend the night at my house, and we stopped to pick pine cones. And we were going down this ravine on the side of this hill. She tripped and she fell face forward. And to this day, now one time she has admitted I didn't push her.
Okay, you weren't feeling good and I gave you one, but I was lying.
No. She swears I shoved her down this hill. And she'll tell the story about there was barbed wire.
There was.
And boulders. I could have died.
I could have.
She could have died, but I didn't push her. She tripped. This is what's leading up to the story I want to tell you right now.
Okay, first of all, that was a long time ago, and I could feel something touching me on my back. So it was either her dad.
Oh, Jesus!
It was either her dad, a spirit, A ghost or her?
There were ghosts in that ravine because there was that one family that was murdered in that house and were buried under the floorboards where we were.
Okay, so you're going to blame it on a poor dead family when you actually did it?
I didn't do it. See, here's the thing. If it
lot.
gained me some street cred and I could claim it, I would. I fully claim pushing her in the pool. It's one of our best stories. But I did not push you down the hill. But here's the story. Here's the story for now. So she calls me the other day and she says, I think in June maybe I'll see about coming up to see you. I'm going to be able to get a plane ticket and I'll come see you in the summertime. And I said, that'd be fine. Well, what I didn't know is she'd been plotting with my husband for the last couple months to come up here and surprise me for my birthday. So I'm outside, I'm mowing the lawn, I'm doing things. My husband comes back from an errand he had to run, which I thought he was picking up something that he needed. He's picking her up at the airport. So while I'm mowing and I'm distracted, they pull into the farm and she decides she's going to run out into the summer kitchen and hide. Well, she runs into the summer kitchen and she trips on the threshold and broke her fall with her face. And her glasses kind of cut her nose, and she said she could feel the cartilage move a little bit later. And she hit her face, and she had a little fat lip for a while. So she hit her nose, she hit her face, her glasses kind of broke the bridge up here. She landed on her arm, she landed on her knee. And she's trying to be quiet doing all of this, and then still hide so she can surprise me. So she gets into a hiding position after my husband scrapes her up off the floor. And he tells me something has happened. So my husband scrapes her up off the floor. She gets into her hiding position and I walk in and she surprises me. And then they tell me as I'm hugging her and I'm so happy she's here, they tell me about how she fell. And the first thing is I said, I didn't push her. I did not push you. I know that as the years go by, the story is going to change. She's going to tell people how she came all the way to Iowa from Tennessee to surprise me for my birthday. And the first thing I did is I shoved her and she broke her face. You watch. That will happen.
My turn?
Oh, your turn.
Okay, so...
Because I talk so much.
So first of all, I did break my face. And if you knew me and you could see my face, you could see that I'm a little swollen right here. Still.
She's got a little line on her nose.
And I got a little line here, and I had a little scrape on my right here, and my knee was swollen, true, and my arm still hurts. So
it's all true, but I didn't push her.
Yeah. So what was really funny is if you've seen the summer kitchen on her other videos, or you've been here, it's all glass or all, screened.
It's all screened in.
And so Jim is outside the truck, and he's looking at me going, are you okay? And I gave him a thumbs up. I'm all right. And he looked at me and he goes, no, you're not. And he came in and picked me up off the ground. And anyway, the thing is, so she may not have pushed me. Maybe in a few years it will have been.
It's definitely, it will change. The story will change.
But it truly is still her fault. To run into the summer kitchen, which would have been a great hiding place, she has like a ledge. It's like this.
It's the same ledge that's been on the garage since the 1900s, like 100 years ago.
All right, there's some things that should be redone, 100 years or not. The ledge is this high. I'm an old fat woman. Okay,
I'll take a picture later and show you just how high it is. It's like just walking into a door.
You're lucky I didn't break a hip.
As old as she is, I'm lucky she didn't break a hip. The jury's still out. She might have.
We'll have to check. Than her.
Just a little. She's a little older.
I'm a little older.
She's on the downhill slope to 60. I'm still climbing up.
Whatever. I was on the downhill slope to 10, and I was so much wiser than you when we met.
It's true. But I'm impulsive. And I'm a free spirit. And I didn't care about the knowledge. I just went for having fun.
The truth is when we first got together, we had met at school, and we were starting to become friends. And then we went to, I was part of a Girl Scout group, and the Girl Scout group was going to the camp where she lived at the time. Her parents were caretakers at the camp, and so she lived there. And I was told by several friends, Kim Anderson, if you're watching this, I think you were one of them, you might want to stay away from that Alicia girl. She's a little bit on the strange side.
She was warned.
Yes. And Kim Anderson and her are friends now. So, hello. Still. They became friends, and we all became friends together. But
I think what it is they were like, watch out for that Alicia. Then Debbie became friends with me, and they saw how much fun we were having. They're like, hey, maybe she's not so bad after all.
Or maybe it was that my influence just kind of toned you down a little bit.
No.
I'm the good one.
She is the good one. I'm the impulsive one. We will refrain from sharing our childhood nicknames with you all.
Yes, we will.
You know, just
know that I was the good one. She was the troublemaker.
And I still am, to some degree.
And after all these years, there's just about nobody I'd rather hang out with. So she's done something right, even though she has been evil to me, off and on.
Evil to the core.
We have done a lot of things to each other. We like to play pranks. We like to be silly. And you'd think after all of these years that we would run out of things to talk about, but we don't. But I did realize yesterday that some of our stories are the same stories we've told over and over.
We regurgitate them over and over, and then but she changes the details.
I don't. I think we're just forgetting them.
We're getting old.
We're getting old. She's starting to tell me the same story that she told me on the phone 2 days before, because we talk every day just about. Sometimes, well, it's usually at least 30 minutes, sometimes an hour and a half, and I say, I gotta get off the phone. I have stuff to do.
But sometimes we'll talk for 2 hours a day. And then she comes to visit, and we're just sitting in the car going, I don't know what to talk about. Turn the radio on.
No, we're relaxing. And we also, when the radio comes on, then we can sing songs together and stuff. So that's fun too. And talk about, I like this song, I hated this song, this is a stupid song, who wrote this song, all that stuff.
We are into song trivia quite a bit.
Yes, it is true.
And we do have songs from our childhood that we do love to play every once in a while just for nostalgia's sake.
Billy, Don't Be a Hero.
You light up my life.
You light up my life.
Don't it make my brown eyes blue?
Don't it make my brown eyes
We'll spare you the details on some of those silly ones too from our childhood.
We had joy, we had sun, we had
joy, we had
fun, we had seasons in the sun.
So we have lots of songs, we have lots of memories.
The one about the horse.
About the horse.
Yeah.
So, but she's with me for an entire week. So we have an entire week of coffee that we're going to be sharing. We won't be doing videos every day because we won't be doing coffee every day because who wants to do hair and makeup every day?
We're doing coffee every day.
We're in our pajamas.
Yeah.
But most of my videos, I usually get dressed. But today's a pajama day because it's my birthday.
Yes, it is her birthday. And
so while she slept in, I got up and I went out and chased Joey the turkey back onto the property. He was out in the street challenging the tractors. So chased him back in, got him in here. Before my husband went to work, he hung up my new wind chime. I'll put a little plug of a video of the wind chime that I picked out yesterday for my birthday. We'll hang up some really pretty ferns that she bought me for my birthday. We went yesterday to the Amish community and we went shopping at the markets and we went to the greenhouse and we just had a lot of fun doing that. And we got some supplies that we're going to be utilizing today. We're going to do a few videos, and one of them is we're going to be decanting my vanilla that I made about 9 months ago. We're going to finally decant that. I've already been up and made ice cream for my birthday to go with the cake. That's in the freezer getting chilled. We're going to bake a cake, and the cake that we're going to bake is a recipe that Debbie has picked out from a recipe book from our childhood home in the mountain community of Anza. And I said, look through this, find a recipe from somebody that we both knew or that you knew that you want to recreate that recipe. And she picked one from Mrs. Ruth Rasty. And Mrs. Ruth Rasty was a matriarch, and I think one of the founding families up there on the mountain. And both of us at one time or another cleaned her house, took home ec classes with her. She taught me how to crochet. And she always had really weird things that she would try to feed us. And
I liked it.
She taught me how to make Welsh rarebit, like I'm going to use that every day. But she always tried to feed us peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches, which I'd rather starve. That might have to be something we try one day in a video, just to try it.
Yeah, I don't remember them. She made pie with me. We made pies and cakes, and she had a delicious salad dressing that I still love.
I did make a lemon meringue pie with her. I will give her that one.
She liked me more. She made good things with me.
I was part of a trio. The little farm that I lived on, we were homeschooled. We had several families that lived on the same property, and so when we were homeschooled, that was our home ec, was to go to Mrs. Rasty's. She would teach us home ec in exchange for cleaning her little trailer that she lived in. And I remember we always had to wash out her pantyhose. That was the worst thing ever.
We had to do my mom's too. Ugh.
Yeah, but your mom was young. We're talking about washing out pantyhose for an octogenarian, and it was much different.
Yeah, I guess. But my mom used to put talcum powder in her shoes, so mixed with the sweat of the talcum.
This really conversation is just like, it's just going right off the cliff.
If we got my mother involved in stories and her mother involved in stories, we could have a lot of stories.
Oh, we'd have a lot more stories.
I mean, we could honestly just blow up YouTube with stories.
Just stories about just those two women. And our childhood experiences up in that little mountain community.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but we're going to decant the vanilla. We're going to make some wax wraps because Sis has been wanting to see about the beeswax wraps. I've got all of my material and my supplies behind us. We're going to pull those up here, and we'll do a couple of those today. We're going to put together a set for Debbie to take back to Tennessee for herself. And we're going to put together a set that she's going to take to Sis. So Sis, if you're watching this, nice. You will be getting, we're going to pick out your material. I hope we pick out something that you like. We'll make you some wax wraps. We'll make you some.
That's how she always talks. She talks
I
nice
had
for
a
you
tooth
guys.
pulled. Instead of tooth pulled, it like creates a suction on my cheek. And I can't say certain
She always
words.
blames things, but the truth is she just doesn't know how to talk.
She always blames things. The truth is she doesn't know how to walk.
That's true. Talk, walk, we made it right.
I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. So I think we're going to finish our coffee. This is just a short little coffee chat. We're not going to go too long and bore everybody because they're funny to me, but I don't know that they're funny to you. If you have any BFF funny stories, you want to share them down in the comments, share them with us.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about them in a future coffee chat. And maybe we'll seem a little more normal, or maybe it'll just make us seem all the more strange. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But we're going to bake a cake. We're going to decant. We're going to catch a baby chicken that's loose.
Yeah, you're going to catch the baby chicken.
She's just going to laugh. And we're going to make some wax wraps today. We might do a little bit of an Amish market haul, show what we bought in bulk, and share a little bit of that because I know some of you like to see some of the Amish hauls that we do. So with that, I'm going to raise my coffee cup and say thank you for joining us, and thank you for coming all the way from Tennessee to spend my birthday with me. It's my 20. It's my 25th anniversary of my 29th birthday. Why are you making faces?
Because I can.
Because I can.
It is her 29th plus a lot of other years on top of that birthday.
It is.
That would mean I'm 31 because I'm 2 years older than you. 31.
I'm technically
31.
6.
31 was not a good
I
year.
act my age, and I'm technically 6 years
you
old.
are.
This is my 6th birthday since my cancer diagnosis. No chase. Fuck. It's my 6th birthday since my cancer diagnosis. So
Yes.
technically I'm 6 or 42 in dog years, however you want to add that up.
I don't like that dog years thing.
Why?
Because I don't want to be... Who's the dog in this scenario? Am I the dog?
You're the cat. I heard her coughing up a hairball earlier.
Cats have 9 lives. You should be the cat. Although I've put up with you. I've had 9 lives. Never mind. I'm the cat.
I mean, after all, she fell down a hill.
I did, and I didn't die.
See?
You forgot to say that the same day that I fell down the hill, I also saw her mom because I was going to her house, and I hadn't seen Mom in such a long time. And I was so excited to see her and Mom must have just cleaned her mom must have just cleaned
Which is a rarity because my mother really never cleaned anything.
She cleaned the glass window, those, what do you call those?
The sliding glass door.
Glass doors, yes. And I right through it thinking she was directly on the other side, and I hurt my arm that day too.
She smashed her nose right
and
into
I kind
the
of
glass.
bounced off of the glass.
She did. She was like running like this. Mom, boom!
And what did she do? Did she run over to help me? No. She sat back there and laughed. And I'm like,
it was very comical. I thought she was joking, but she really did bounce right.
How often do you see me joke that I'm banging into a wall and falling on the ground?
Only when I push you.
You see, it came right out of her own mouth.
But I didn't push her down the hill. I pushed her in the pool. It was a great day. All right, guys, we're going to make some more videos, and thanks for joining us. As always, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye. She hear her swallow that coffee.
Well, I was going to say goodbye, and then I realized I got coffee in the mouth.
I think she didn't shoot it out of her nose.
That would have been funny.
That would have been great.
But that would have hurt. That would have hurt.
Especially since her nose is broken.
I don't think it's broken. It just, it clicks.
It clicks. I think she's really messed up the cartilage in her nose.
That's funny. See what you did to me? Dang, girl.
See? It only took a couple days for me to get the blame.
Go down there and get that big smeller so people don't trip over it. Imagine how many people are going to kill themselves.
Such a size queen. Let me get you the big red rooster cup.
I am not. I am not going there. See ya.
Bye.